This is a really interesting house, which we first learned about from afar. I was sitting in a study in Kent, in England, looking for a life for our family who was moving to this new world, and we were captured by the back of this house. It looked like a small western town. And we did good research about the town of Stow, the remarkable schools, this beautiful balance of conservation land and infrastructure and proximity to the train station. So we just zeroed in on this house. When we first moved in, somebody knocked on our door and said, "Oh, can I see your house?" And I said, "Oh, okay." Welcome to the neighborhood. She said, "I have to tell you, I've been watching this house grow." And it grew from literally a hole in the ground. You'll see when you go downstairs, there's a wonderful tiny warren of underground stone rooms. And there was an alternative couple who lived there and created a root cellar and kept their food in there and lived underground for a few years. This was in probably the 70s. The next people who bought the house were only the third owners. It was a really wonderful, creative couple who raised their children here. And that original underground habitation literally grew up and up. So there are 3 stories in places, and it became this creative wonderland of living from the second family in particular. So the house became kind of known in the neighborhood as, oh, that really interesting house. And as every year something was added onto it, it finally became this really wonderful, connected and integrated finished house. The outside really spoke to me. The inside really called to my husband, who saw lots of crafting opportunities. But there is a beautiful land that way. We have about 3.5 acres with a barn at the end and a pond. And when I first saw the house, I thought, ooh, ice skating. And the barn is another creation of this inventive owner. He saw on the internet a picture of an English barn, and with our neighbor next door who has a sawmill, they just cut down some more trees and they just envisioned a barn, and they've created this beautiful English wooden handmade barn out back. And then the land continued to shape. We took our tractor and we created stone walls. And out back you'll see essentially a beautiful outdoor room, which is on a small rise surrounded by trees. And there's a path going in and a path going out. In the middle is this soaring swing set structure that my husband built so the girls would have some place to play. That was also really private because there's so much room out back. The outside was just as it should be, a place to grow up.